Hi students, welcome back to our session. Today's session we are going to discuss triangles. Introduction. Now I'm going to draw a triangle. A plane figure bounded by three straight line segments is called a triangle. Every triangle has three vertices and three sides. I can mention here this is a vertex A, this is a vertex B, and this is a vertex C. So totally we have three vertices and as well as three sides. AB it is going to be one side, BC it is the second side, and AC it is going to be the third side. The adjoining figure shows a triangle ABC. In the triangle ABC, whose three vertices are A, B and C. Whose three sides are AB, BC and CA. Now we are going to discuss the relation between the sides and angles of a triangle. Relation between sides and angles of a triangle. Here if you look at this triangle, this is the vertex A and this is the vertex B and this is vertex C. Now here if all the sides of a triangle are different length, here AB length it is not equal to BC length and BC it is not equal to CA length, and as well as its angles are also different measures in such a way that the greater side has the greatest angle opposite to it. For example, if you consider here the greatest angle it is A it is going to be 75 degree. So opposite to this angle we have the side BC. It is opposite side. Now in this condition, if the sides AB is not equal to BC and BC is not equal to CA means its angles. For example, angle A is not equal to angle B and angle B it is not equal to angle C. Okay, now here for angle A, the opposite side is BC. For angle C, opposite side it is AB, and as well as for angle B, opposite side CA. Now if you look at this, the greatest side has a greatest angle opposite to it. So for example BC, for BC side the opposite side A, when the length BC is greater means the corresponding opposite to it the side A also it is going to be greater. Next here side BC opposite angle is A. Side AB opposite angle is C. Side CA opposite angle is B. When you have here angle A, for angle A opposite side it is B and C. For angle B the opposite side is AC. For angle C the opposite side is AB. For AB opposite side it is angle C. Just you have to take the converse. So here the converse also it is going to be true for this triangle theorem. If you look at this diagram, the greatest angle A has a 75 degree. So angle A it is going to be greater than angle C. Angle C we have 60 degree and angle C it is going to be greater than angle B. Angle A it is going to be greater than angle C it is going to be greater than angle B. Now angle A we have 75 degree, angle C it is 60 degree and angle B it is going to be 45 degree. For angle A the opposite side it is going to be BC. So the length BC is greater than length side it is going to be AB is greater than angle B. Angle B opposite side it is CA. So the length CA. So this is the first theorem. When the angle is greater, even the corresponding opposite side also it is going to be greater. That is what they have given in this theorem. If all the sides of the triangle are different length, AB is not equal to BC and BC it is not going to be equal to CA, when the sides are not equal, even the angles also it is not equal, in such a way that the greatest side has the greatest opposite angle to it. Here the greatest side it is BC in this triangle. So opposite to BC, the angle it is A. So here the angle A also greater than remaining two angles of this triangle. So this is the first theorem. Theorem first. The greatest side has greatest angle opposite to it. Just now we proved, and conversely we have the second theorem. The greatest angle has greatest side opposite to it. This is the angle A and this is angle B and this it is angle C. This angle we had here 70 degree and this angle it is 45 degree and this it is going to be 65 degree. First theorem we have discussed here. The greatest side it is BC here. Greatest side BC has greatest angle A opposite to it. So this is the first theorem. Now conversely same, if the greatest angle is A has greatest side opposite to it. So opposite to it is nothing but BC. Is it clear? So conversely, obviously if angle is greater, the side also it is going to be greater. Okay, this is the first theorem and second theorem. Third theorem. Okay, now here I have a triangle ABC. This is A and this it is B and here it is C. If any two sides of a triangle are equal, now I am going to take here AB, it is equal to AC. Side AB is equal to side AC. Two sides of a triangles are equal, then the angle opposite to them are also equal to side AB is equal to side AC. Then the angles opposite to them are also equal. Side AB, the opposite angle C. For AC, the opposite angle it is B. C and angle B, both it is equal. Conversely, if any two angles of a triangle are equal, for example, angle B is equal to angle C, then their corresponding opposite sides of it, angles are also it is equal. So angle B opposite side it is AC. For angle C, opposite side it is AB. This is the third theorem. Next we are going to discuss the fourth one. Okay, now I have drawn a triangle. This is angle A and this is angle B and this it is angle C. If all the sides of a triangle are equal, so here AB side it is equal to AC is equal to BC. I can write here the first condition, side AB is equal to BC is equal to CA. All the three sides are equal. All its angles are also equal. Corresponding sides are equal means even the opposite angles also it is going to be equal. For the side AB angle it is C. For BC the angle is A. For CA the angle is B. When three sides are equal, even the opposite angles also it is going to be equal. Conversely, if all the angles of a triangle are equal, the second condition, if all the angles are equal, angle A is equal to angle B is equal to angle C. Corresponding opposite sides are also equal. Angle A, the side it is BC is equal to, for angle B, the side AC. For angle C, the opposite side is AB. Okay, now we are going to see some important terms. First one, we are going to discuss the median. Okay, now here I have drawn three types of triangle. This is the first one and this it is the second one and this it is the third one. Okay, what is meant by median? Median of a triangle, the corresponding to any side is a line joining the midpoint of that side with opposite vertex. Just I am going to mention here, this is A and this is B, and here this is C. Median, it is nothing but when we are going to draw a line from the vertex A to the opposite side BC. I have drawn the line here. This particular vertex, it is nothing but D, which it is going to be intercept BC into two equal parts. So this D, it is nothing but midpoint of BC. Then this line we used to call it as median. Is it clear to all? Median, it is nothing but a line which is drawn from any word to the opposite side. That particular line, it is going to be divides the opposite side into two equal parts. BD, it is equal to DC. Then this particular line we used to call it as median. Now in the second triangle, this time I'm going to consider this is A, this is B, and this is C. I'm going to draw a line from the vertex B. So this particular line which it is going to be intercept the opposite side, it is nothing but AC. This intercepting point, I'm going to take it as E. Now here this E, it has become the midpoint of AC. When this line which it is passes from the vertex to the opposite side AC divide into two equal parts. Then this E, it has become the midpoint of AC. Then this particular line we used to call it as median. A triangle, it is ABC. Now the line, it is drawn from C to the opposite side AB, two equal parts. This AF become the midpoint of AB, and as well as AF length, it is going to be equal to AFB. Then this line we used to call it as a median. Is it clear to all what is meant by median? Now listen carefully. A triangle has three medians and all the three medians are always congruent. They intercept each other at one point only. So this is that point. So this point of intersection of the medians, we used to call it as centroid. The centroid we are going to represent by the letter G. Now this centroid of the triangle divides each median in the ratio 2:1. Now listen carefully, from the vertex to the point D. Okay, so this centroid divides the median, first median, in the ratio. So this ratio it will be 2 and this ratio it is 1. And as well as from B to side AC, this ratio is 2 and this it is 1, which divides the centroid. Now centroid divides CF in the ratio 2:1. Therefore centroid divides the median. Centroid divides the median in the ratio 2:1. You don't write 1:2 because the median it starts from the vertex A to the opposite side BC. Okay, now the second one we are going to discuss altitude. What is meant by altitude? Altitude of a triangle corresponding to any side is the length of the perpendicular line drawn from the opposite vertex to the side. For example, okay, now this is a line. Look at this line. This line it is going to be makes the angle 90 degree. This is the vertex A, B, and this is C. Now we have drawn a line segment which it is perpendicular line drawn from the opposite vertex to that side. So this we used to call it as altitude. Now if you consider this triangle, this is A and this is B and this is C. I have drawn a line from the vertex B to the opposite side AC. It is going to be makes the angle 90 degree. So from the vertex B passes the line which is perpendicular to AC. Then now this line we used to call it as altitude. Okay, now from this triangle I'm going to consider this is A and this it is B and this it is C. Now we have drawn a line from the vertex C to the opposite side AB. CF, it is going to be perpendicular to AB. Now this line we used to call it as altitude. Once again, just I am going to repeat the definition of altitude. Altitude of a triangle, it is nothing but the corresponding to any side is a length. It is going to be perpendicular, which makes the angle 90 degree from the vertex C to the opposite side AB. Then this line we used to call it as altitude. The first point, triangle has three altitude. Triangle has three altitudes. Three altitudes are always congruent. They intercept each other at only one point. Here the point of intersection of altitudes of triangle we used to call it as orthocenter. So orthocenter, it is going to be denoted by the letter capital O. So remember, altitude means which is perpendicular to each other. The lines from any vertex to the opposite side, both it is going to be perpendicular to each other, and point of intersection we used to call it as orthocenter. Whereas medians, so median, it is nothing but if you have drawn any triangle from the vertex to the opposite side, always it is a midpoint. Which divides the opposite side into two equal parts is called median. So the point of intersection of medians, we used to call it as centroid. Orthocenter is denoted by capital O. Centroid denoted by capital G. Centroid divides median in a ratio 2:1. So this is a concept of altitude and median.